Hey, my name is Phil and welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about a all-in-one marketing platform called Kartra. And in this Kartra review, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly what Kartra does, what it can do to help your business, and if it's actually worth it in 2021. Now, what is Kartra? Basically, like I mentioned earlier, it is an all-in-one marketing platform. So you can imagine putting a bunch of softwares together and this is what you come out with. It works with things like pages, checkouts, sales funnels, email marketing. It also works with things like help desks. You can even book schedule calendars. You also have your own affiliate programs, as well as a bunch of other things also included in it. So they're really trying to tap into the small to medium businesses, providing an all-in-one marketing platform that can actually help people grow their business without having to piece together too many things. So in that regard, it's actually a really powerful platform. Just to let you know as well, if you're thinking about getting started with Kartra, I'm also going to be showing you just in a second how you can actually get 30-day trial for just $1 instead of the regular 14-day trial, or in some cases they don't even give you a trial at all. So I'm also going to be showing you how to get that, and in a second I'm actually going to jump behind the screen to show you the back office of Kartra. Just to let you know, if I mention any particular links in this video, make sure you check it out in the description. There's going to be all the links plus as well as some extra bonuses as well. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm actually going to jump behind the screen of Kartra and show you how it works. Okay, here we are behind the screen. Now I thought I would show you this ninja trick to actually getting the 30-day trial for just $1. If you go onto the regular homepage, this is what you are going to face normally. So if I click on the get started button, you are going to see as it loads that you have actually no option for a free trial. It just goes straight into the $99 per month. However, if you use this special link, which is once again in the description, if you click on start your free trial, it's actually going to give you 14 days, right? Now, this is where the magic really happens. If you want to get 30 days, click on the start trial button, give it a few moments to load, and then go to click off the page and you will see a back little pop-up appear, right? And it says for a limited trial time, get your 30-day trial by clicking below. So if you click on yes, double my trial, instantly for $1 you can now get 30 days rather than 14. So that's the little ninja trick there. Once again, the link to get that is in the description. So here's your back office once you actually get started with Kartra. I've opened up a brand new account just to show you exactly what it's going to look like. I'd hate to use my actual plan and then show you things that you can't actually get access to straight away. So this is basically what it looks like. On the back, it's a very nice dashboard, right? You can see all of your sales here, all of your subscriptions, as well as your different lists, sequences, and memberships, how they're going, right? And if you keep going down, you've also got your email broadcasts, different types of traffic, you've got your help desk, and your upcoming calendar events. So this is like an all-in-one dashboard. This is probably one of the cleanest dashboards I have seen in terms of, back offices and sales funnel software. So this is really good. And then on the left here, we have all these different types of options for the different tools that you have. Now, there is many tools inside of Kartra, so I'm not going to be going through all of them. Just before I get into the tools though, I also want to just mention there is something here called Kartraverse. And basically what it is here is Kartra's version of teaching you how to actually get success with Kartra. It's basically put it into some cool little space sort of analogy type things where we've got, moon-based deep spaceship. So it's all training really just to teach you how to market properly using Kartra. And this is free of charge as soon as you get started with your trial as well. You'll also get sent all the login information as soon as you get started for the Kartra training program. This is a very cool program as well. I may even do a complete video on this one day because it's that powerful stuff, right? So to get to that, once again, just at the top here of your back office, you'll see this little hat, which is like the student hat. This is your Kartraverse training portal, okay? Right, so now what we have here on the left is basically all of our options. Now, if you are creating sales funnels, you are going to want to come to the My Pages section, and inside here is actually where you can start creating your different types of pages, right? So as you can see on the top, we've got pages, analytics, and we've also got under pages split tests, and we've got engagement and conversions. So there's loads of stuff inside of here that you can actually get started with. And to create your first page, it may be hidden by my face right now, but you can see this little green button that is pulsing. To get started with your first page, what you want to do is click on that. Now it's going to ask you for what type of page you want to create. There are loads of different templates sites that you can actually use. As you can see, there's literally dozens and dozens of them. If you want to choose, say, a squeeze page, which majority of you will actually start with, what you want to do is choose one that you like, keeping in mind if you can keep it as close to the layout that is there, or even just using part of it, it's going to save you time, like mobile responding and optimizing, things like that. So I like to choose something that looks pretty good, that I can just edit slightly to make it work. So for this example, I'm just going to choose the first one. You can of course select preview if you wish, but I'm going to choose this one. Now what you want to do once you've chosen it is come to the top right, click launch builder. Then it's going to ask you for a title, so I'm just going to call this the YouTube test. It's going to ask you for a category. I'm just going to choose none in particular, and it's also going to ask you for a site. I'm also going to choose none in particular. What you can do with this, just to let you know, is if you have specific sites that have pages within the site, if you're running multiple brands, you can create a site and then put all of those pages under it. Same thing with categories. If you're running in multiple niches, you can also do categories based on niches or types of pages that you create, basically. So what you want to do now is click on create, and it's going to go ahead and actually start creating the builder for you. Now we're going to get into the interesting stuff, and that is the builder. Now, Kartra is a pretty unique builder. It does things a little bit differently because it is an all-in-one marketing platform. So I personally get tripped up on this particular type of thing all the time. If this is your first software that you're actually using for marketing, you'll probably pick it up really quickly. I've been using multiple softwares over time. I review so many of them that sometimes I get hung up, and this is one particular one that hangs me up. So to edit the actual sort of information, right, usually on a page builder, you would usually just click where you wanted to type and start typing. But in Kartra, it's slightly different. For example, if you wanted to edit the text, you have to click on the text module, and then you can start typing or changing everything like that. And if you wanted to change the padding, you'd actually have to go into the edit style, and here is where you would find all the different types of padding heights, the margins, also the effects, things like the entry sort of effects, things like that, which is it's not too bad. But every time you want to change something, just keep in mind that you're going to have to actually click on the edit style one instead of just clicking. Usually on software like that it does. But the one thing that really gets me all of the time is actually the forms, right? So as you can see here, we have this giant placeholder stamp. So it's asking me to edit to configure form. So once again, if you want to edit the part that you're on, you've got to hover over it until you see the little orange sort of buttons, and then you have to click on edit style. Now this is going to ask me for my configuration. So first of all, it's asking me to select an opt-in form. This is a test account, I don't have any. So what I'm going to have to do next is click on create a new opt-in form. So I'm going to click on that. It's asking me to create one, so I'm just going to put YouTube test like so, and then I'm going to click on create. Now, in my mind, I would have loved to see, okay, here's my, type your name, type your email address type thing in here. But as soon as you do that, you see, error, this asset does not exist, or its configuration is incomplete. So you're like, well, what do I do now? What you actually have to do is save your progress, right? And then you're going to have to go back and edit the form first. So to me, this is a bit of a pain in the bum. It's just an extra step of actually having to do things before you get things done. So to show you how it does that, I'm actually just going to open it in a new tab so I can come back and continue showing you how you edit the page. But basically, you go to my forms on the left. Okay, here's your form here. So you can see configuration not complete. So you want to go ahead and edit it. So it's the YouTube test. It's going to ask you for the name again. And now it's going to open the form builder, right? So inside here, once it loads, we have got the first name, email address. So that's cool. I'm just going to go ahead and click save. I like those two things. Right, save and next. Now it's going to ask for my configuration, single or double opt-in. I'm just going to leave it as single and click on save. Okay. Now it's going to ask me for a success page, so it's asking me for a redirect right now. I can also change it to Kartra pages as well, and then you can choose the particular page that you have on your site. For this example, what I'm just going to do is just put it to my website for now, as I'm going to have to build a page in a second. You can also configure it later if you wish. So I'm just going to go save and next. It's asking me for a email right away, right? So I'm just going to click save and next for now. You just have to go through all of these things, right? If you want to add your tags. So you can see you have to build out the entire form builder straight away, right? So I'm going to configure this later, and then I'm going to finish. All right, congratulations, all done. Now if I reload this page, the form will now appear. Now if for some reason it comes back up as orange, at the bottom of this page you will see assets in this page, and it will actually show you all the pieces that you've created. So it could be things like the calendar, it could be different types of forms, it could be so many different variables inside of Kartra, but inside here it will actually show you what you're missing. And then if you needed to go back, just to give you an example of how it would work, right, you'd have to go back into forms. Now let's just say that this form needed a specific piece edited, right? This is the other bit that really annoys me. You're gonna have to go and click edit, and then you're gonna have to go through every single step to change something, right? So you can't just go straight to automations or form designs. You're gonna have to go save and click next, save and next, save and next. You know, it's little things like that really annoy me with Kartra. However, it is still incredibly good for what the cost is, right? So now moving back, let's go back to the page builder just to sort of show you how you can actually add in components and things like that. I better show you that before we move on. As you can see, if you wanted to use the different types of templates they have, they've got loads of different elements that you can choose. Once you choose one you want, you'll notice they all have down arrows. That's all the different types of styles that you can add in. So let's just say I wanted to add a button in below here. All you need to do is drag it out to the middle. You'll notice there's all the orange spots, which is basically where it can go. So you choose one that's green, let it go, and there is your button. Then once again, if you want to edit it, click on the edit styles, and you can see all the configuration options like the different shadows, the different sizes, and also the link you can also change inside of here. As you can see, they have loads of different options if you wanted to go to calendar or webinar registration or the membership, things like that. So there is loads to Kartra. There is loads inside of the page builder. It does take a little bit of adjusting. It's not quite the easiest page builder, but it is very advanced for what it does. Plus it's also non-buggy. It's very easy to use in terms of things like that, because the page builder is quite rigid, so which means it's like sort of ones or zeros. It's if you put it there, that's where it's going to be type thing. So it's good in that regard. So what I'm going to do is save it and actually go back to the dashboard and quickly show you some other options that Kartra has, just so we can go through it. So if I was to generalize exactly what I think of Kartra, I think it is a technical platform, but I do believe it has a load of benefits. Just to go back into what you can actually get for the price. At the moment, you can get 2,500 leads for the $100 per month sort of membership, which is the cheapest. And with that, you can have 2 membership sites, you can have 100 pages, and you can also get 15,000 emails sent per month with 1 custom domain. So it is quite a lot. You are getting a membership platform as well as the ability to sell products. I do like their checkout cart as well, like with the little cog spinning. It is very sort of powerful. And if you're wondering what agency is, basically it means if you want to have sort of workers log in, they can have multiple logins, things like that. And you can also host sort of clients' accounts. But it's a very good platform in terms of functionality for the price you're paying. So let's just quickly go into memberships. There's also other things like videos. Basically all your videos you can upload, they host it for you. Calendars, you can schedule calendars in there. Help desks, you can run your own help desks, right? Campaigns is basically your email campaign, integrations, and your agency. I know a lot of people will be using Kartra for the membership option. That's why I just want to touch on this quite quickly. Once again, at the top, we've got content, membership, portals, and files. And on the top, we've also got analytics. Now, just like adding pages, you can add a membership, if you can see it below my face. For this particular one, I'm just going to call this the YouTube membership, right, like so. And click on create. Now, just like we did in the other option, it's going to ask for a bunch of information, like in the form builder that we had. As you can see, it's all step by step by step. Once again, the process kind of annoying, but it is necessary for the software to actually function, right? So you can have your own sales page in here as well. You can also allocate it, which is really cool. There's also password protection. So what I'm going to do is just click on save. You have to choose these options, and then if you want to actually move forward, you have to show where your promotional page is. Now you can have it on the Kartra pages. Obviously, if you create a page, you can put all the information in here. For this example, I'm just going to type in my website homepage. It's just going to allow me to keep moving forward, or else you'll be stuck until you actually create a page. So I'm going to click on save, then we go on to the next step, which is contents, right? So inside here we can launch our page builder, and we can actually start creating all of the good stuff inside of the membership. Okay, so let's start building the page. One thing that does annoy me also, every time you open a new feature, it's going to bring up the tutorials for each feature. And unless you say, do not show me again, it's going to show you every single time, and it doesn't let you just skip and close it. You have to go through every step. Little bit annoying with Kartra how you have to go through step by step for everything, and then they ask you for you have to check do not show me again for it to do it, for it to stop showing you. And just an example of being able to create things step by step here. If I wanted to drop, say, a video in, and I wanted to put in, say, a YouTube thing, I can't actually put this element there until I've got the actual video, which could be a pain, because I know when I like to create courses, I like to create the skeleton of the course before I actually shoot the videos. So you're gonna have to put in things like placeholders and that sort of thing. So in this regard, it is annoying how you have to set things up in Kartra. However, it still does work, so it's not a big deal. So I'm gonna go ahead, I dropped in a video here from the channel, and it is here like so. So that looks good. What I can now do is put in some text below it, right? You can put in course content. I can drop a button in as well, potentially below it, like so. Button text could be, download the, the spreadsheet or whatever it may be. Select a destination, external URL. I'll just put for the website now so I can actually save it, as you can see. And then I'm going to click save. That's basically how the builder works. As you can see, it's nice and easy. Now you will see here, drag your sidebar content here. Basically, when we have a look in it, it's actually got your post contents, your sidebar contents, and your navigation menu. So if you wanted to add something on the side here, you can drop in your host, right? And that's going to put all the information about you inside here. You can edit it by clicking on the edit button. You can put in all your social media URLs, things like that. You can also add in banners and products and things like that, right? But basically, you just want to create a rough layout like so, and then you want to go ahead and carry on. So I'm going to go save progress. All right. And then I'm going to save and exit. So now we get to the next step, which is choosing your template. So as you can see in here, we have got different color schemes, different types of layouts. They're all a little bit similar, but a little bit different in their own unique way. So you can see here, I like the sort of gray with white. So I'm going to choose save and exit, and basically this is going to be what it looks like. Now if we click save and next, we're going to go into the next step, and as you can see, there's loads of steps in here. Now I'm just going to configure all of these later because there is so many inside here. Comments, right, and then we've got access levels. And to be honest, this is probably my only downfall with Kartra, as it is necessary for it to work. So you can't actually create something that doesn't work to actually put out to people. It won't function at all if it's not fully completed. It's a very good thing to have that. However, the setup process is just a little bit much for me. That's why something like ClickFunnels would be a lot easier. Even cheap sales funnel software like System, so much cheaper and so much easier to set up. However, this is very professional as well, so you have to keep that in mind. Now we're going into the access levels. Here it's sort of like a membership site more than just a membership sort of one-time course. You can have multiple courses inside of there, so that's where you can have all the different types of access levels if you wish as well. But I'm just going to click save. I'm just going to try to burn through here. Like, there's so many different things inside of here, right? So I'm just going to save these, configure them all later, right? Help desk off, save and continue. Welcome. This is where people are going to get sent their email address and their login info once it's all got, things like that. So I'm going to click save, continue forward. Automations, so once they obviously sign up, the tags they're going to get, all that sort of good stuff, right? And then finally we are done. Now before you can actually do anything, you need to create a product. So I'm going to have to go to a product page now. As you can see, it gets like quite long, quite daunting, right? You just have to keep doing step by step by step. However, once it's actually done, it's so worth it, trust me. I'm going to call this the YouTube course. I'm going to choose the main product, right? There's no upsell, downsell on this particular one. And I'll let that load for a second. And as you can see, we've now got the next sort of details, and surprisingly enough, we have to go through everything again just to be able to finish this. So I'm actually going to stop showing you the video here because I have to add in integrations, but this is just a test account, so I don't want to add in any integrations. But basically, I just wanted to show you my review with it. For me, it's a little bit complicated to set things up. There's far too many steps. However, if you are a larger type business, setting things up is going to make things a lot easier. But what I'm going to do right now is go back to the camera. I want to add some additional things. Okay, so as you can see, I haven't even finished creating my membership site up. I have created the template. I have created a lot of the base. However, I'm still stuck as to actually adding things in before I've created it. And this to me is the one reason that I don't really use Kartra anymore, because it is a bit of a pain to get things set up fast and like quick. It's obviously a professional platform and it is made for enterprises, so you wouldn't have to worry about, you know, setting up new accounts and integrations. Once you've done it once, it's actually really easy. However, for me, I know a lot of people when they get started online, they don't want to have to mess around with all of the hassles inside of here. They want to create a page, they want it to see, they want to see it work, you know, things like that straight away. However, Kartra isn't the platform for that. It is still a powerful platform and it has got an amazing affiliate marketplace. So I do still recommend Kartra, especially for those people that want to build a sustainable business and that are happy to stay with Kartra for a long time and they're happy to put in the time to set up Kartra properly. However, that is the demonstration, that is my review. I just get sort of annoyed with the setup phases, but it is 100% a powerful platform. And one thing that actually stands out from other platforms that Kartra has is the checkout process. You can actually add automatic coupons to the checkout carts and it shows you the automatic coupons, while a lot of other software platforms don't do that. So it is very powerful in that regard, and there are lots of other benefits to it. Kartra is an amazing platform. It's just a little bit technical for a lot of people I know, and it's probably a little bit too technical for the setup for me. But that's my Kartra review. Hopefully I don't get too much hate for this video. It is good, but it is technical and it does take a bit of time compared to other platforms. If you did want to test it out regardless, there is that little trick to get the 30-day free trial. I've left that link in the description. It's there if you want to use it. But apart from that, there are other amazing alternatives that are much cheaper, that have the same functionality, that are easier to set up. I'll leave those in the description as well, so make sure you check it out, as well as my favorite. But that's it from me, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. It was a little bit longer than usual, but I just wanted to sort of get the point across there of what I actually thought of the platform. If you did like this video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, and if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. I've got loads of new product launches coming out soon, as well as some amazing products that are just hitting the market. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. That's it from me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video once again. I'll see you in the next one.